So I came across this. National governments are telling farmers to diversify, but local governments are then saying no, in many cases, to farmers when they try and diversify. Case study Jeremy Clarkson and his farm shop and restaurant. Yeah. I think it's worthwhile listening to. It's definitely part of the ongoing rollout of the goals of Agenda 21. And under fair use, let me grab a speaker and play you this.
Yeah, I can't get planning permission. Maybe I should buy an apron and join the Masons. I don't know what.
Maybe indeed, because unfortunately most people in the alternative media don't realise there is a huge connection with Freemasonry, Eastern Star variants, blah blah blah, and all the rest of it. But no.
What you have to do, but I simply can't get planning permission for anything, which is infuriating. But it's not just me, as it turns out. I thought it was, but farmers up and down the country are saying the same thing. It's as I'm sure you know, Tom, the basic farm payment scheme is being reduced dramatically. Mine's gone down from 80,000 to 60,000. It goes down to 40,000 next year, and will eventually go to nothing at all. And the government has told farmers to diversify, to think of other ways of making money.
And including, by the way, and you should look at a YouTube channel called Harry's Farm. Yeah. Because he talks about this, and for good reason. Like they're told, hey, how about just not growing things and handing it over to nature and we'll pay you for that, blah, blah, blah. For a while anyway. As opposed to growing food, which you would have thought was important. And remember, not only cost effective, but efficient in the sense of not having to, need so many things from abroad, for example, overseas. None of it's rocket science, but it's the rollout of the goals of Agenda 21, so.
Not just to rely on taxpayer assistance. So I thought, okay, fine. I'll open a shop, I'll open a restaurant and sell my produce there. At local government, the local authority just says, no, you can't do that. So they're being told to diversify on the one hand and then told we can't diversify by local planners.
Because you see, the last thing they want is independent farmers. No, they want people like Bill Gates, one of the biggest landowners now in the US, buying up farmland left, right, and centre, and then just growing monstrous crops that will not do you any benefit at all. So you destroy the independent farmers, who, for let's face it, time immemorial, have sustained us in so many ways. But the last generation or two is convinced that things just appear in supermarkets, never knowing about the actual food chain. It's another complex subject, but it's there in plain sight, the rollout of the goals of Agenda 21. Now, I came across this. I didn't get my breakfast. Asylum seeker in Ireland missed breakfast and lost his mind. Now, all I'm going to ask you to do just now is you could pause the video and just type in food banks in your country. Just, whatever country that may be, just type in food banks. And I would argue, and successfully, that there's many people out there who didn't get their breakfast, aren't getting their breakfast. Yeah. But an individual, very privileged because he's seen as apparently something to do with international obligations. He gets first in the queue for everything, even the place that he's getting served breakfast, or apparently this time not being served breakfast. It's a hotel type, whatever, and roof over head, 3 meals a day, but apparently only 2 today. But yeah, with that in mind, let me play you under fair use this.
You use the board with me, okay? Now they close the restaurant in front of my turn because they doesn't no. No, they scream us and they just pushed us. Look what they doing to us. Look.
I mean, let's be honest, statistically there's a high probability that even the very phone he's recording this on was handy to him. Seriously. I.e., by government, NGOs, etc., etc.
They used to fucking flirt with me. And now look what he pushed me. I didn't get my breakfast.
I'll repeat, type in food banks, country. Yeah, for example, Scotland, type it in, food banks. England, type it in, food banks. Number of food banks. Northern Ireland, type in, number of food banks.
I didn't get my breakfast. I will show you what I will. Don't touch me, please. Don't touch.
Because what Jeremy's pointing out there is, over time, it disincentivizes farmers to actually grow food. And that's all part of the plan. Yeah? While we're supposed to be distracted by, well, people who are not exactly, well, either native to our countries or share our values. You know, none of it's rocket science. This is all part of ongoing eugenics and the witchcraft of what we live in.
Touch me. Don't touch me. And other friend too. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I will show you now.
Mind you, various nutbags out there will go, oh, Che Guevara type character. By the way, you should look into the background of that individual. But anyway, your thoughts. And I'll speak to you soon.